I don't know what else to say. This truly is a really nice addition. It's so relaxing. Ah. You know, someone out there should do like those like 5 hour long ambience, hot spring ambience. Cause I'm not doing that. That's quite a bit. Especially uploading it in 2K. That's a lot of storage, which I don't think I have. But it's a thought. It's a thought out there. It'd be nice. But enough of that. I'm here to do the story. It's time. It's so glorious. Ah. The music's really good. They never mess with the music either. Oh my goodness. And I remember that there's like an indicator for a halfway mark. Is it here? Yeah. I'm assuming that's the halfway mark. So I'm gonna stop until traceless. Until I get the I'll stop after I finish Awakened, and then I'll be left off here. Yeah, there. That's what I'll do. So we end this now. We end this. Let's do this. Oh wait! I almost forgot. Where is it? No. Here. I'm gonna switch the voices to the Chinese because there's voiceover. I know there's guaranteed voiceover lines because I know the Japanese voices will be delayed, and I don't want to strain my voice too much. I'll just be reading adjutant's lines. So let's see. Let's see how this is gonna be. Yep. Indeed. It shall be done. Plus this is honestly how the natural voice is supposed to be for every operative here. Like the main audience for this game. Yes, of course, Chinese players. And it's gonna be interesting hearing their voices. In its natural state. So, alright. Let's see what we got here. A bright spring day. A sweet dream of a warm spring day. Three days had passed since the end of Operation Reclaim Booba's consciousness, but the company still wasn't at peace yet. A multitude of intensive research projects had moved forward, working to reveal the secrets of Beiting that Booba had risked her life for. Inside the medical bay at Yggdrasil headquarters, Yao stirred as though waking from a long dream, fatigue etched into her features. More poignantly striking, however, were the tear shrieks silently tracing her cheeks. Realizing her face was wet, okay. Oh, Yao. Yao paused, dazed for a moment, before quickly wiping away the tears. Only then did the fatigue beside her break the silence. Very cool. Very nice. Oh. Since my face is blocking this, so I'm gonna have to say some of the lines. How are you holding up, is what she said. Fanny fiddled awkwardly with her blonde pigtail as she spoke. Her gaze frequently flicked toward Yao's side, where the adjutant lay in silent slumber inside the adjacent treatment pod.
我很好。
I'm fine. Pulling herself from the remnants of that emotional immersion, Yao shook her head and managed a faint smile.
像是在工作时间睡觉这种事情，我还是很擅长的。
There's one thing I'm good at, it's sneaking in a nap during work hours. Yeah.
喂，本小姐又不是没用过这玩意儿，那可不是单纯睡觉那样轻松的体验。
Come on, we both know this is nothing like napping. I've been there too. It's no picnic. Fanny trailed off mid-sentence. Yao's calm yet resolute expression brought back memories of her own time in the spindle system with the adjutant. Understanding what Yao might be feeling, Fanny switched topics.
对了，
Anyway, before Fanny could ask about the adjutant's condition, Yao preemptively addressed her unspoken concern.
分析员的状态很好，甚至有些亢奋。
He's doing fine. A bit too spirited, actually. Fanny let out a small sigh of relief, though a trace of worry lingered in its wake.
啊，亢奋啊！
Spirited, huh? That's...
亢奋也是不正常的表现。
That's your voice. Why, that's your voice? I like it. I like that. Okay. That's not necessarily a good sign.
他在里面待的时间太长了。我们是轮流进入纺锤系统，可他这几天几乎没有休息过。
I really like your voice. Wow. He's been in there too long. We've been taking shifts with the spindle system, but he's barely rested these past few days. As Life spoke, she couldn't help reaching out to gently caress the face of the man sleeping in the pod. She'd been by his side for quite a while, keeping a round-the-clock vigil.
放心，苗。分析员的身体和精神状况一直都在仪器监测中，各项数值都在正常的标准范围内浮动。
Don't worry, Nya. The adjutant's physical and mental metrics have been under constant monitoring. Everything's within normal ranges. On the opposite side of the pod, Mauser finally looked up from her tablet. Her expression turned serious as she shifted her focus to Yao.
瑶，你和分析员的意识恒定已经完成了，苗。
Yao, your cognitive alignment with the adjutant is complete. Nya.
按照陶董的叮嘱，
Per Director Tao's instructions.
我知道该怎么做。
I know what to do. Yao replied as she climbed out of her treatment pod, though she wobbled slightly when she stood.
瑶，你真没事？
Are you sure you're okay? Fanny stirred, intending to steady Yao, but Yao waved her off. Bracing herself, she made her way to the adjutant's pod.
我真没事儿。
I'm fine, really. Yao's gaze softened as she looked at the adjutant, her eyes distant and wistful, lost in memories of their shared experiences in that dreamlike world.
或者说，我的状态从未有这么好过。
Actually, I've never felt better. Under the watchful eyes of the others, Yao leaned in and pressed a gentle kiss to the adjutant's cheek. How sweet. That's really sweet.
我记住了。你说你会找到我的。
You promised you'd find me. I'll hold you to that. She murmured softly by his ear before turning to leave the medical bay. It wasn't until the automatic door slid shut that the room's remaining occupants seemed to come back to their senses. Fanny blinked, still dazed.
他刚才说了什么？
What did she say to the adjutant? With a somber face, Mauser walked over to where Yao had stood. Without warning, she leaned down and mirrored Yao's action, planting a kiss on the man's other cheek. Fanny's eyes widened further. What the hell's going on here?
猫喜儿，你
Mauser? Mauser, what do you...
我在还原喵，还原瑶的动作，可以用于辅助分析瑶到底说了什么。
I'm recreating it, yeah. Recreating Yao's actions might help me figure out what she said.
所以结果是，
And? Did it help?
结果是不知道喵。
Not really, yeah. Nani? What?
不是所有的推论都能得到结果，这是很正常的事情喵。芬妮要学会接受。
Not all experiments yield results, yeah. That's just how it is. Fanny should learn to accept that, yeah.
你完全就是在给自己偷亲分析员找借口吧？
Wow. You're just making excuses for sneaking a kiss, aren't you?
人类的话真难理解喵。
Human logic is so difficult to grasp, yeah.
不要在这种时候装听不懂啊喂！
Oh, cut it out. Now you're just playing dumb. Mauser let her gaze linger on the adjutant's face for a brief moment. Then, covering her ear, she turned away with a blank expression, blatantly ignoring Fanny's protests.
瑶的恒定已经完成，我得走了。福提亚老师的秘密武器已经到了开发的最后冲刺阶段喵。毛希尔必须去帮忙。
Shit. Oh, wait, what are they? They're working on their new frames, aren't they? I think. I don't know what's going on here. Yao's alignment is complete. My work here is done. Professor Frisha's secret weapon is in its final development stages, and my assistant is required, yeah. With that, Mauser exited the room. The tips of her pointed ears twitched triumphantly as she strode off, her steps jaunty, like a cat that had just snagged a treat. As the door clicked shut behind Mauser, Fanny turned her glare to life, a hint of irritation flashing in her eyes. Why?
金三，你刚才怎么一句话都不说？
Wednesday, why didn't you say something?
你已经把我想说的话说完了。
You already said everything that needed to be said. Life lowered her gaze and took the adjutant's hand, pressing it softly against her own cheek. Under Fanny's incomprehensible gaze, Life lightly nuzzled her face against the adjutant's palm, as if seeking warmth from it.
瑶和分析员肯定在那个世界里经历了很多。
Yao and the adjutant, they must have gone through a lot together in that world.
怎么，让你有危机感了吗？
Fanny, come on! What's this? Starting to feel jealous? Fanny scoffed lightly, crossing her arms. Feigning indifference, she casually tossed out a pointed question.
对了，你和分析员一起进去的时候，经历了什么？
Speaking of which, what happened when you were in there with him?
秘密。
Okay. That's a secret.
不说就不说，神气什么？这样的秘密，我和他一样有。
Big deal. The adjutant and I have plenty of secrets of our own.
还有，星期三，你在这里坐了这么久，该轮到我了吧？
And Wednesday, haven't you hogged him long enough? It's my turn now. Before Life could respond, Fanny unceremoniously pushed her aside. Jeez. She grabbed the adjutant's hand and mimicked Life's earlier gesture, pressing his palm against her cheek.
亲爱的，这件事结束，你可得好好陪我。
Darling, once this is all over, you owe me some serious quality time. Life stepped back. Rather than protest, her attention shifted toward the door as it slid open again. A graceful figure dressed in pale blue leaned casually against the doorframe, her tired gaze sweeping across the room. Pale blue, huh?
凯西亚，
Kaxia. Yeah. Kaxia. That's how you say it in Chinese? Okay.
分析员怎么样？
That's honestly the voice I expected. Yeah. How's Andro doing?
有本小姐陪着，好得很。
With me here, better than ever.
你那边进展如何？
How are things on your end?
比计划更加顺利，各项训练全部完成。他已经完美适应了新的战术套装。
More smoothly than expected. Training's complete, and she's fully adjusted to the new exosuit. Or, okay, they were setting up the...
各
Okay.
项标准全部是完美。
All metrics are perfect. So it requires MC to be doing that for everything, for everyone. Okay. Okay. Cool.
36个小时吗？
36 hours of training. That's a long ass time. Like, goddamn.
准确来说是32个小时。陶董强制他休息了4个小时。
Technically 32. Director Tao made her take a 4-hour break. As Katya spoke, the sound of approaching footsteps echoed from the corridor. With a yawn, Katya stepped aside to make her way for a silver-haired girl in pristine armor, clutching a communicator.
凯西啊，这几天谢谢你。
Chenxing, you look great! Katya, thank you for everything these past few days.
这种话没必要，把我的分析员照顾好，就是对我的感谢了。
No need to thank me. Just take care of my Andro and we're even. Katya flashed a quick smile, her gaze intently locking onto the man in the treatment pod. Without hesitation, she strode toward him.
辛苦这么久，我要点报酬，不过分吧？
After all the hard work I've done for you, a little reward isn't too much to ask, is it? Her words were soft, almost a whisper. Then, without warning, she leaned down and captured the adjutant's lips in a passionate, lingering kiss. Okay. Love how direct. She's always been direct like that. I love it. Only half a minute later did Katya finally pull back, satisfaction gleaming in her eyes. Fanning her flushed cheeks with one hand, Katya's eyes gaze swept over Fenny's wide-eyed shock, life's subtle frown, ow, and Chenxing's blushing face and clenched fists. Oh, come on. With a casual wave, she turned and strode toward the door. Shit.
各位不用送了，我先去休息了。之后大概还有不少活得干呢。
My god, Katya, my goodness. When your update came, you brought so much life to this game. No pun intended. I'm off. Don't bother walking me out. I need some rest. There's plenty more to do later.
谁要送你啊？可恶的家伙，居然当着我的面！
Damn it. Who said anything about walking you out? Ugh, that woman. Nerve of her doing that right in front of me.
之后补回来就好了。
We can make up for it with something better later.
补回来？等等，星期三，难道我和分析员做过的事情，你都？
Let me read it out. But better? Wait a second. Wednesday, don't tell me you and the adjutant have already done what I did with him. Devs, how far are you gonna go? How far?
陈星，接下来要交给你了。
Chenxing, could you take over from here?
星期三，你是故意转移话题吗？
Oh my goodness, this fucking... Devs, you guys are ballsy, I love it. Hey, are you trying to change the subject?
算了，本小姐懒得和你计较。陈星，拜托你了。
You're so sassy, Fanny. God damn it. Ugh, whatever. I'm not wasting my breath on you. Chenxing, please take care of him. As the blush faded from Chenxing's cheeks, she nodded firmly. though her gaze remained fixed on the adjutant.
我会尽我所有的努力。
I'll give it my all. Oh, Chenching. But not because... Okay, great. Damn it.
分析员，
Adjutant. Muttering his name, Chenching took a deep breath and settled into another treatment pod. Silence hung in the room for half a minute after Chenching linked with the spindle system. Then Fanny's voice broke through.
星期三，那个计划，你真的不打算再说些什么了？
Wednesday, do you really not have anything to say about that plan? Thinking of the adjutant's decision a few days ago, Fanny clenched her fists. After Boo Boo woke up, Frisha discovered new clues from the data Boo Boo brought back, and she used them to reconstruct a strange matter in the spindle system. However, when investigators sent by Tao arrived at the site where Boo Boo's survival pod was recovered, no trace of the matter was found. The evidence suggested that it might have been concealed using Feng Shui arts. It was then that the adjutant proposed a bold plan. He pinpointed the matter's real-world coordinates through a high-risk move in the spindle system, with Chenching playing a crucial role in its execution.
这是他认真做出的决定。
It's a decision he made with great care.
我知道，分析员是再三思索后认真的做出决定。我们要做的就是支持他。
I know. He thought it through before committing, and all we can do is support him.
可是，
But still,
你还是会可惜，会不甘心，还会担心，因为不是自己陪着他去做这件事。
you're upset, frustrated, and worried because you're not the one by his side for this.
这样的心情，我一样有。
I feel the same. You both will have your time. You had your time in the Skytopia. That was big. I wish I started doing videos and on that update. It was so... God damn, it was stellar.
不过，陈仙也是带着决心去做这件事的。
But Chenching is putting her whole heart into this, just as we would have.
是。
Right. Fanny recalled the look in Chenching's eyes. After a moment of contemplation, she sighed deeply, pulling a tube of lipstick, a gift of courage from him, from her pocket and tightening her grip around it.
本小姐就再等等吧。行动开始的时候，本小姐一样能够大显身手。
Fine. I'll wait. When the operation begins, I'll get my chance to shine too. With these words, Fanny couldn't help but lean down to bury her face against the adjutant's chest, nuzzling him gently.
亲爱的，这次等你醒来了，本小姐一定要，狠狠咬你一口。
Fanny. Darling, when you wake up, I swear, I'm going to give you a good bite.
不过咬哪里才不会太痛呢？
But where would it hurt the least? Life, overhearing Fanny's soft murmur, responded matter-of-factly.
亲爱的和我在一起的时候，比较喜欢我咬。
When he's with me, he seems to like it when I bite his...
谁要听你说这个了？还有，我可不用你教，我自己会试出来的。
Who asked you? And for the record, I don't need your advice. I'll figure it out myself. Oh my goodness. Wifey, okay. My consciousness felt adrift in an endless void. I couldn't tell how long it had been before a sudden sense of warmth, coupled with a comforting fragrance, enveloped me. Then something soft, faintly moist, brushed against Or brushed gently across my forehead. A moment later, my lips experienced fleeting, delicate warmth, like a butterfly alighting on a flower. I'd felt something similar earlier, back when my awareness floated in the void, but now, these sensations grew much clearer, far more vivid. Is someone connecting? Fighting to regain control of my consciousness, I struggled to open my eyes. Those gentle touches vanished abruptly, as if retreating in haste. Oh, Gigi. Aww. When I finally managed to pry my eyes open, I found myself facing a bright, serene spring day. Spring. I hate spring. The warm sunlight bathed in an elegant, antique courtyard in gold. Just inches from me was the comely face of a silver-haired girl. She was a vision of purity, as flawless and graceful as snow and jade. The sunlight kissed her fair cheeks, lending her an ethereal glow. Oh, that's really nice. A faint blush colored her face, like tender buds breaking through winter's frost. Chenxing? I hadn't expected her to adapt to the exosuit so quickly, much less to initiate the connection herself.
分析员，你醒了。
Adjutant, you're awake. You've been connected for a while, haven't you? How long was I out?
大概10分钟。
Roughly 10 minutes. 10 minutes? So I've been lying on your lap this whole time?
总不能把分析员放地上吧？就算是草坪。
I couldn't just leave you on the ground, even if it's soft grass.
还是分析员想要其他枕头？
Unless you'd prefer a different kind of pillow. Her voice faltered and a mist of shyness veiled her eyes, deepening the blush on her cheeks to a richer hue. She seemed momentarily flustered. A few days ago, the company library had been stocked with some rather curious books. By pure chance, Chenxing had come across a few. With her eidetic memory, she must have absorbed some unconventional knowledge. Great. That's... And you remember all of it, right? With your perfect memory. Right, Chenxing? Yeah, right. A different kind of pillow? I couldn't help but shift my gaze to something even more soft and pillowy right before my face. I had to admit, I hadn't been expecting this. Really, bro?
我什么都没说，是分析员听差了。
Chenxing, don't deny. And you, MC, didn't expect it. Shit. Yeah, right. I didn't see anything like that. You must have misheard me, Adjutant. Seeing her cheeks flush a deeper crimson, I barely stifled a chuckle. Is that so? Alright then. But I have another question. While I was asleep, I felt something soft and warm on my face. Any idea what that was? My gaze locked on hers, and her blush intensified even further.
这个，那个，我。
Well, She fumbled her words. She fumbled for words, her eyes darting nervously. Seeing her like this, I decided to let her off the hook. But just as I was about to shift the topic, Chenxing lifted her head, her gaze meeting mine with surprising seriousness.
分析员刚才的感觉，是我在触碰分析员。
What you felt just now, that was me. I touched you. She spoke. She reached out. As she spoke, she reached out, her silky hands tenderly cupping my face. The next moment, she leaned in closer, her slender arms wrapping around me in a delicate, fragrant embrace.
分析员，我想陪你，陪你走到这最后的终点。
Adjutant, I want to stay by your side until the very end. Her silken hair brushed against my cheek as she spoke, her melodious voice reaching into my soul like a gentle breeze carrying a faint floral scent. I felt the earnestness of her desire to draw nearer and understood where this sense of urgency came from. But I had to say, everything you just said, that's supposed to be my line. Sometime later, once I gathered my strength, I rose from her lap and began explaining the peculiarities of this world.
这就是补补最后探查到的地方吗？总觉得这里的布置很熟悉。看来这里过去也属于姬家。
I just realized their mouths move as they speak. Why didn't I realize that earlier? That's so cool. So this is the last place Boo Boo explored. The layout feels oddly familiar. Could it have belonged to the G family? Possibly, but anyone from the G family who might have known about this place, they're long gone. And technically, Boo Boo never set foot here. She only happened to gather its digital data by chance. When the company searched the area for where Boo Boo was recovered, they couldn't find any trace of this manor.
所以分析员才要探索这个宅子，想要挖掘出能够在现实中找出它的线索吗？
So that's why we're doing this. To uncover clues that might reveal its location in the real world. Something like that. Once we reach a certain point, I'll fill you in on what we were looking for. Alright. As the girl nodded obediently, I turned my gaze to our surroundings. Ooh. Okay. Pretty nice and serene place. I could have sworn I've seen this setting in one of Chen Xing's stories. Excuse me. I think in her ethereal cloud frame is where I saw it. Excuse me. Do you sense anything unusual about this place?
感受
Unusual?
是了，我好像对这里有种熟悉感。
Now that you mention it, I do feel a sense of familiarity, perhaps.
不对，这不是熟悉感，更像是我和这座庭院有某种特别的感应。我好像能够操纵它。
No, that's not it. It's more like a connection, almost as if I can control it somehow. Her expression turned uncertain. Slowly, she stretched out her hand, as if reaching for something invisible drifting in the air. You're not imagining all this. Although most of this world is built from that bizarre data we retrieved, it's ultimately shaped by your consciousness. Your thoughts, your mind, they can directly influence this place. As I explained, the memory of my earlier explorations with Iachel flashed through my mind. In one instance, we had barely stepped into a similar courtyard before an army of vegetable soldiers and armed math problems ambushed us. It was quite a chaotic battle. Halfway through, she let out an annoyed roar, and then a squad of marching hamburger patties charged in to back us up. Okay. Okay. Shaking off that hilariously absurd yet unforgettable memory, I returned my focus to Chen Xing. In this world, you can do things that are considered impossible elsewhere.
做不到的事情。
Impossible things? The Matrix, baby. The Matrix, baby. Shit. Here, you're not bound by science, logic, or rules. Essentially, let your imagination run wild. But before we move on, you need to learn how to harness and wield that power. Every exploration I'd done here with the other girls, except Yao, had begun this way. I'm eager to see what kind of power your wild imagination will bring to life, and how it'll help us break through in this world. Chenxing didn't hesitate for long. Her eyes moved slowly across the courtyard, and then something seemed to click. Right in front of her stood the first barrier she'd need to overcome using her power.
分析员对朔州的风水堪舆之法一直很好奇，不是吗？
Adjutant, you've always been curious about Shuozhou's feng shui arts, haven't you? A playful smile lit her face as her bright, clear eyes met mine, tugging at my heartstrings. In that moment, I glimpsed a flicker of childlike innocence beneath her reserved exterior. Then please, show me what your feng shui skills can do. The next moment, a faint breeze picked up around us. Branches swayed softly. Sunlight rippled through the air. It felt as though an unseen force stirred near her sleeves, coalescing into her outstretched hand. Jeez. With a graceful motion, she pointed ahead, and the path before us unfolded as though touched by magic. Falling leaves, a waterside pavilion, and a winding bridge. An exquisitely serene scene appeared, as if drawn from a pleasant dream. Standing on the bridge amid swirling leaves, Chenxing turned her gaze my way. That's incredibly fitting for you. I gazed at her intently. Framed against the quaint courtyard, she glowed with ethereal elegance. Her expression held excitement, a touch of anticipation, and an unworldly grace. She looked for all the world like a celestial maiden descended from the heavens. Wow, oh, beautiful. Look at that, beautiful still. Very nice. Oh, okay. Vision. Alright, let me been drinking a little, too much water. I'll take a piss break. I'll be back. Okay. Vision. I have 62, they're called presents, right? Yeah, presents. Let's do this. Alright, Chenxing. Alright. Let's see what you got. I already know what you got because I previewed you yesterday.
开弓没有回头箭。分析员，这些敌人只有部分是来自纺锤系统的演算还原。
Can you guys see the? Ah, damn it, I can't. Oh well.
其他都是那份奇怪数据的影响吗？妄图阻止我们的前进。
Jeez. Damn. This place. So detailed, my goodness. Hot damn. Okay. Stop.
连珠箭雨，不足为惧。
Genshin, you're gonna be an insane DPS. My goodness. So powerful. Okay, let's... Ah,
不可大意。
okay. The yellow bars are gonna...
不足为惧。
Goodness.
连珠箭雨，
Jeez.
大吉。
Whoops.
我会替分析员扫清阻碍，战斗预演一致。
Oh my goodness, like hearing these voices, the Chinese voice acting, it's so different, yet so refreshing, honestly. Maybe I might like Risha's voice in
不足为惧。
the Chinese voice acting more than the Japanese version.
小伤，没有
Come on.
影响。大吉，剑无虚发。
3 shots, then use skill.
在这件事上
Nice try, buddy.
不会出现变数。
How long? You have like 2 different
再往前，似乎还有机关装置阻拦。想要突破那些机关，还需要其他的力量。既然我可以影响这个世界的话，或许可以这样。
Wow! Wow!
奖励？那你可以再靠近我一些吗？
Beautiful. Still don't know about those dotted crosses. Okay, that was nice. That was really nice. Mental image. Okay, is everything... I'm still new to this whole webcam thing, so I keep checking OBS and seeing if everything's running smoothly. Excuse me. Seems like it is. Seems like it. Okay, mental image. Ching, my god.
箭矢已备，随时待发。
Mystical bird. Okay. Wait, let it... Control it or let it follow automatically. Inaccessible locations, okay. Okay.
分析员，我成功了！随心所欲的力量，还真是奇妙，居然连这样奇特的东西都能创造出来。现在只要操纵这只玄鸟，就能破解这些机关。
Oh, it's right there! Ooh! I wish I knew about what exactly the species of this bird is. I wish I knew. E. It's E. Nice. Look at this place. My goodness. It's so nice. This is... We're technically still in the desert, but this is like a little oasis.
连珠箭雨，
Oh, okay.
目标达成，与战斗预演一致。
Outdated meme. Okay.
不可大意，不足为惧。
Get fucked. Jeez. Wait, what's your Can I... Damn it, I forgot to
大
check.
吉，
I'm betting she's like M5 or something. For a trial like this. Because the damage is insane. Oh, that was bad. Like, nothing can stop you. Adjust the height. Lotus block mechanism likely hidden. So I can adjust the height. Damn it. Okay. So I can adjust the height of... Okay, G. G. Oh, it's fixed. Right? Adjust the height. Oh, here. It's a it's an extremely simple maneuver for the bird. Very simple mechanic. There's no challenge. My goodness. I mean, there's never a challenge. There's never a challenge in these story missions. They need to update the hard mode. How graceful. Very nice. Ah, Inner Sanctum. Fucking Skytopia. Where dreams belong. The heart wants what the heart wants. Okay. Sure. Seems like we made good time getting here. The journey so far has been surprisingly smooth. Unlike Yachel's Vegetable Legion or Mauser's Secret Agent and Mice Squad. You know, I wish we could have seen that. I wish... Come on. The enemies in Chenching's world felt grounded in this reason. The enemies in Chenching's world felt grounded in reason. The real challenges came from the intricate traps and mechanisms scattered along the way. Even so, thanks to the spiritual constructs Chenching created with her wild imagination, we breezed through the courtyard and opened a path into the manor. This jade ring turned bird is surprisingly useful. If only I could use powers like this in the real world. Chenching exuded an air of excitement as she reached out her hand, seemingly hoping to catch the colorful little bird fluttering beside her. But in the next moment, her expression sharpened and her body tensed. She drew her bowstring taut, focusing rarely on the bridge ahead. Adjutant, they're coming. Oh. Okay. Jeez. I forgot that all NPCs moving forward are gonna be female. There's no more dudes going forward other than the MC. It's all because of the drama. Jeez. Man. What had been an empty scene moments ago began filling with blurry figures, appearing as though it conjured from thin air. My fingers instinctively brushed the trigger, ready to fire. So far, every enemy we'd encountered here had spawned out of nowhere, much like mobs in a video game. Little right on the nose there, Adjutant. But the scene that followed made me and Chenching pause. They look like ordinary civilians. Squinting, I attentively studied the figures that continued to appear. They weren't armored soldiers, nor did they show signs of Titigen corrosion. Instead, they looked like everyday townsfolk. Strangers still, many carried wooden stools over their shoulders, while others scattered flower petals along either side of the bridge. What are they doing? The surreal scene stalled my thoughts. At first I assumed they intended to use the stools as makeshift weapons, but the way they gleefully tossed petals and the overall festive vibe felt me utterly perplexed. Your chuckling ass. Then, without warning, one of them raised an arm and flung several string-like objects at us, landing just inches away from our feet. Startled, I reflexively pulled Chenching, still in the daze, back a few steps. An instant later, a flurry of sharp crackles rang out. A string of firecrackers burst to life on the ground, spraying red paper scraps like confetti, and scattering flower petals into the air. Could this be...
分析员，你猜到了吗？
Chenching, is this... Adjutant, you figure out what this is, haven't you? I turned to Chenching. She appeared to have shaken off her stupor, gazing back at me with solemnity, though a hint of nervous anticipation lingered in her eyes. I think so. I nodded slightly, holding her gaze with earnestness and careful deliberation. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, this must be a Shoujo exorcism, right?
分析员果然猜到。哎，
Oh,
完全不对。
okay. I knew you'd figure... Wait. No, that's completely wrong. Her initially coy tone suddenly shifted as her voice rose sharply. What's not right about it?
哪里都不对，这个是。
Everything. This isn't an exorcism. It's, Chenxing's flustered gestures and the deepening blush on her face struck me as inexplicably amusing. Despite the absurdity of it all, I stayed alert, watching those strange, shadowy figures from the corner of my eye. Then their next words cleared everything up, and made me realize just how far off my guess had been. My lord, my lady! Lord? Lady? Are they talking to us?
除了我们，分析员，你瞧这地方，还有旁人吗？
Not too bright either. Huh, Adjutant? Who else could it be, Adjutant? There's no one else here. The girl bit her rosy lip as she suppressed her shy gaze, while a slight shock of resentment escaped from within. Her words hit home, and the realization dawned on me. This whole scene is coming from your thoughts. Adjutant, MC, you literally told her. Like... Her imagination, remember?
分析员，请不要继续说下去。
Chenxing, you're so flustered. Adjutant, please, don't say it. Chenxing gazed at me with pleading eyes, her face flushed a deep crimson. Seeing her so overwhelmed, I couldn't help but worry that she might faint. Meanwhile, the shadowy figures edged closer, and their lead group even started chanting in high-pitched, theatrical voices.
两位新人，
To the happy couple,
凤鸾成对，喜结连理。
a match made in heaven, bound in eternal harmony.
珠碧寒霜，永系同心。
I love the voice. Two souls entwined as one, flourishing in timeless union.
咱们小姐带着姑爷第一次回家，新进家门，当登云桥。
God, I love her voice. Our Lady brings her lord home for the first time. It's time to cross the cloud bridge.
姑娘们，替姑爷和小姐架云桥。
Girls, let's build the cloud bridge for our lord and lady.
架云桥。
build the cloud bridge. With rhythmic chanting, they started stacking stools in front of us, fashioning a makeshift bridge. Cloud bridge? That's quite an intriguing name. Is it a traditional Shoujo custom? What's the story behind it? I turned to Chanching and noticed the blush creeping down her porcelain neck. The once composed young woman now stood sheepishly before me, her usual poise replaced by a delicate, unguarded shyness that was utterly captivating.
分析员不可能现在还看不出来。
So, like, yeah, the MC is so sharp. He plans ahead, but he can't anticipate this? Truly, he is truly the one. Adjutant, there's no way you haven't figured it out by now. I have a rough idea, but for the finer details, I'll need my dear lady to enlighten me. Nah, he knows. Chanching, he knows. He likes to tease. Your dear lady? After a moment of flustered silence, Chanching took a deep breath, steadying her gaze as she spoke, enunciating each word with sincerity.
这是朔州缔结永恒之约后，与订约之人第一次回娘家时的习俗。
Okay. This is a Shoujo tradition, performed when couples make their first official visit to the girl's family home.
云桥一过，恒约永定，白首同归。
Once the cloud bridge is crossed, their vow is bound for eternity. With that, Chanching lightly pushed off the ground. In an instant, she landed gracefully atop the highest stool of the makeshift bridge, balancing perfectly. She extended a hand toward me. From below, I gazed up into her eyes, noting the misty shyness that seemed ready to spill over at any second. Yet her expression remained calm and resolute. My lord, please ascend the cloud bridge. Under the crowd's expectant gazes, I chose not to take Chanching's hand. Instead, I stepped onto the nearby railing and vaulted onto the stool beside hers. As I landed, I feigned a wobble, swaying precariously. Startled, Chanching barely had time to register disappointment before frantically reaching out to steady me. But before she could grab hold, I righted myself and used the opportunity to sweep her into my arms. With her snug in my embrace, I gently clasped her soft, delicate hand. We need to make sure we walk steadily in such an important ceremony, right?
分析员，不要欺负我了。
Adjutant, please don't tease me. Her voice was a hushed whisper, muffled by my chest as she buried her face against me. Once she composed herself, I took her hand and led her steadily across the cloud bridge. About halfway across, Chanching turned to me, as if she could no longer keep her thoughts to herself.
分析员，
Adjutant. Yes?
出去之后，
Once we're out of here, I'll do it. Whatever you want. Expecting her request, I responded without the slightest hesitation. All right.
不过
Although... What is it?
分析员这么熟练的样子，已经答应过很多次了吧？
You're so practiced at this, Adjutant. You must have done this many times, haven't you? Chanching pursed her lips, her gaze tinged with emotions I couldn't quite decipher. ... I found myself momentarily at a loss for words. After 17 romantic nights, here I was making a promise for the 18th time within the Spindle system. God! 17? Bro, you got your work cut out for you. Damn! 17 romantic nights. You can imagine, that is... Shit, man, you got some stamina. Here I was making a promise for the 18th time within the spindle system. It was no shock that someone as perceptive as her had caught on. Still, some truths are better left unspoken. Indeed. Indeed, MC. Setting my face into a mock stern expression, I deflected. What's this, my lady? Are you questioning your dear lord?
我才不会做这种事情。
Bro, using her scenario to his advantage. I'd never do something like that.
我只是觉得自己落后太多了。
I just feel like I'm so far behind everyone else. Bemused and amused, I gently squeezed her hand. If this is what you call far behind, then what would in the lead look like?
那当然是。
Well, that would be... Her words cut off abruptly. By then, we had reached the end of the cloud bridge.
姑爷和小姐，先别急着打情骂俏，还有重要的仪式要做呢。
Something about her voice. Like, this is just a random NPC. A manifested NPC from Chen Qing's thoughts. And her voice is so... I love it. My lord, my lady, save the sweet nothings for later. There's still an important ceremony to complete. The shadowy figures greeted us at the bridge's end. One of them brought forth a golden goblet, placing it atop the highest stool.
这是登云桥最后的仪式，也是缔结永恒的誓约。里面盛着的是苦锦里酿出来的酒，喝完这酒的夫妻，便是同甘共苦，患难与共。
Oh my goodness, her voice is like wine to my ears. I love hearing her voice. This is the final step in the Cloud Bridge ritual, sealing an everlasting bond. The goblet holds wine brewed from a bitter bottle gourd, symbolizing a union that endures both joy and hardship.
陈星小姐，请。
Lady Chenqing, if you please. Chenqing glanced at me, her reluctance evident as she released my hand. With a graceful leap, she rose toward the goblet. Her billowing sleeves danced like clouds as her form traced an elegant arc through the air. With a deft swirl, she plucked the goblet from its perch. So, how exactly do we do this? I asked out of genuine curiosity as Chenqing landed softly before me. She held the goblet by its handle between her teeth, her shimmering gaze fixed on me. A deep blush painted her cheeks, so vivid it seemed as though she were already intoxicated. Before I could figure out how she'd take her sip, Chenqing suddenly tilted her head back, downing the goblet's contents in one smooth motion. Wow. Then, without warning, her soft, sweet lips captured mine. Damn! Okay, Chenqing! Okay. After what felt like an eternity, a faint, fragrant whisper escaped her slightly parted lips.
这样就不算落后了。
Oh, Chenqing, it's not about being far behind or not. Come on. There. Now I'm not far behind anymore. She stood her ground, her gaze as serene and captivating as autumn's mirrored lakes. A cascade of emotions stirred within me, sending ripples through my very soul. It was only then that the air, sound, and light around us began to flow again, as if the entire world had been holding its breath when her kiss touched my lips. Silvery laughter drifted to my ears as the figures on either side of the bridge marched gracefully into the distance, their voices stretching out like a melody.
云桥已登，鹤迎良人。
The cloud bridge has been crossed. Let us celebrate the blessed pair. Taking Chenqing's head once more, I turned to the view beyond the cloud bridge. A waterfall cascading over an artificial rockery, its waters pooling into a misty basin beneath the pavilion bridge. Let's see what other surprises they have in store for us. Chen nodded quietly, biting her crimson lip, but after taking a few steps forward, we must have triggered some hidden mechanism. Everything before us suddenly transformed. Chen reacted instantly, drawing her bow and loosing an arrow in a fluid motion. The arrow struck true, pinning a shadowy figure to the ground just as it twisted to lunge at us. The other shadowy figures, who had moments earlier been celebrating, turned in eerie unison. Their blank stares locked onto us. No, I actually like them. Ugh, not anymore. Shit. Oh, those bitches. In an instant, their forms grotesquely expanded, morphing into the monstrous shapes such as demiurges and Titchin corrupted abominations. Those demiurges. Huh. About time. The abrupt transformation was jarring, but I'd seen similar twists countless times in this data file simulation. It was the result of a hidden corruption.
分析员，走这边。
Adjutant, this way. After firing a clean shot to take down one of the changed, I turned to Chanqing. She perched gracefully on the bridge railing, signaling for us to break through from the side. Those bitch-ass demiurges. Shit. Excuse me. Excuse me. Moments later, we found ourselves crammed into a tight, confined space. Chanqing straddling my lap as our eyes locked. In the dim light flickering through the cracks of the cabinet door, her fair skin appeared flawless, like the finest porcelain. Pressing a delicate finger against my lips, she leaned back against the cabinet, straining to catch any movement outside. Let me take a look. I spoke quietly as I leaned forward slightly, trying to get a better view of the situation outside. However, in this cramped space, adjusting my position inevitably led to some unintentional contact with Chanqing.
看，分析员，你要。
Take a look? Adjutant, what are you... Caught off guard, Chanqing lost her balance as I shifted, and I found myself unexpectedly pressed against a soft, ample bosom. Realizing she'd let out a sound, Chanqing quickly bit her lip, silencing herself. Outside, heavy footsteps grew louder, as though drawn by the noise. The overlapping rhythm only emphasized the sheer number of enemies. Confronting them head-on would undoubtedly be a grave mistake. Why? You're so powerful! Oh, I see. MC, I see your hand. Shit! Inside the cabinet, the silence grew suffocating. Our breaths and heartbeats blended together, their rhythms indistinguishable. I could clearly feel the gentle trembling of her soft body in my arms, her warmth, her subtle fragrance. Oh my. Shit. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the footsteps began to fade. Damn, there's two unique stills in this. I don't know what to use for the thumbnail. Shit. God. Them curves though. Adjutant. Her trembling voice was like a delicate kitten scratching at my heart. Overwhelmed by tension, she clasped her arms tightly around my neck. Yes?
已经走了。
They're gone now. Her words ended on a shaky note.
分析员，您可以起来了。
Adjutant, you can get up now.
我不是说您这样做不行，只是这种情况下，
Not that I don't like this, but this isn't really the best time. Her shy plea was irresistibly endearing. Still. Pat her arm.
分析员，
Adjutant?
好痒。
That tickles! Hey, MC, what are you doing? Her soft whimper sounded like a plea for mercy, stirring a sense of tender pity and affection within me. Hearing her like this, I had no choice but to gently remind her of the truth. I get it, but if you want me to get up, you'll have to let go first. Even knowing how mortified my words might leave her, I couldn't hold them back. Her eyes widened in shock, as if struck by a sudden realization. She flusteredly withdrew her arms, releasing me. Huff. Almost another. Catching my breath, I met her piteous gaze. The crestfallen look in her eyes made me swallow the rest of my words.
分析员，我不是故意的。
Adjutant, I didn't mean to do that. Chenchen, you know he doesn't mind. I get it. There's no need to apologize. I understood what just happened was far... So you use that term too. I understood what just happened was far too spicy for Chenxing, so I softened my tone, hoping to soothe her. Oh my goodness, I can imagine the other 17 operatives. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Don't overthink it. You'll get used to it next time.
下次。
Next time? Shit. Well, you say you didn't hate it. And at a better time, you might...
只要分析员喜欢，我倒是不介意。
If it makes you happy, then I suppose I wouldn't mind. Her shy confession caught me off guard. Instinctively, I reached out and ruffled her hair. Message received. But for now, we need to keep moving. You're so cute. My goodness. As we pushed open the cabinet door and got to our feet, Chenxing hesitated.
分析员，
Adjutant. What is it?
如果后面都是这种规模的敌人，会有些麻烦。
If the enemies ahead are as overwhelming as this time, it's going to be a problem. Oh, she looks so... Oh. Even when she's frowning, she looks adorable. I heard the frustration in her voice and saw the concern in her gaze, mingled with determination. Reaching out, I gently tucked a stray lock of her hair behind her ear. There we go. It's going to be more than just a problem. But don't worry about it. Remember what I said earlier? This world is largely shaped by your consciousness, which means your thoughts hold the power to alter its very fabric. This matter marks the midpoint of our journey. The influx of monsters just now occurred because the influence of what's hidden in the depths is growing stronger. But on the flip side, your control over this world is growing stronger too. Not if we've made it this far. You might be able to interact with or even reshape it.
改变这个世界。
Reshape this world? You know... I wish the fourth Matrix movie was good. I know it was fucking horrible, but I still enjoyed it. Here's to hoping the fifth one will be good. I really hope. I'm insanely biased, but reshape this world? I wonder if they're gonna do that in the fifth one. Reshaping the Matrix to your very will. I doubt it. For a moment, Chenxing seemed lost in thought. Then, with newfound clarity, she turned her gaze toward the landscape ahead. In the next instant, as if responding to her will, the aura of the entire world shifted. The malice looming in the distance dissolved, vanishing without a trace.
就像是这
Like-
样吗？
Like this? Exactly like this. Whoa, what was that? Cool. And this is... wait a minute. Wait, that's... There's like 4 action sequences. Wait, do I have an... No, I don't. 12. I'm gonna have to use one. There we go. That should be good. Unsettled Heart. Man, this is gonna be so easy. Oh. Oh
回
my.
头见。
I don't know.
我准备好了。
No. I'm not gonna make that the thumbnail. It's gonna be... It should be reserved for experiencing it.
剑无虚发。
That should be reserved for experiencing it yourselves when you do the story.
目标达成。
27k?
预演一致。
哦。
分析员，现在我能更清晰地感觉到了，还有其他的力量，在同时对这个世界施加影响，在阻止我们往前。
Chenjing, please. Please, Chenjing. Please don't... Please stop making me fall for your goddamn gameplay and aura. It's so nice, so elegant, so graceful, and so powerful. No more anguish. I need a break.
很快，剑无虚发。不足为您说过，我的想法一样可以改变这个世界。我会试着抵抗这股力量。
You good, Chenjing? Oh, okay. Alright.
连珠箭雨，
Whoops. Wrong button. Oh no. Oh, right. Remember, it's a very simple mechanic. It's nothing too complex about it. Just press a button, move through, press a button.
目标达成，与战斗预演一致。
Looking good.
操作方式，我记得一清二楚。
Devs, you really have outdone yourselves with the scenery, the aesthetic, the vibes. It's so
很快
splendid.
就能结束。
It's so splendid.
连珠箭雨，不足为惧。
So pleasing to the eyes. It's oh so pleasing.
"很快就能结束。
What the f... What the...
又来了。这种改变，我还需要一些时间，才能完全掌握这种力量。现在只能利用玄鸟来破解机关。
Okay.
目标达成，与战斗预演一致。
I really fuck with this music. It's so nice.
奖励？那
Jade Arc.
你可以再靠近我一些吗？
Stop it. I need to get Cherno and Vidya's signature. Stop it, please. Stop swaying me. Wild thoughts? What could be wild? Hmm.
箭矢已备，随时待发。连珠箭雨，
What? Wait, did you just bypass? Hold on, I'm not gonna destroy that thing yet. Okay, I was about to say, like,
不足为
jeez.
惧。
Okay. Huh? Oh. I gotta mind the reloading. Oh. Damn it. That was a really bad display of her, gameplay.
那份数据的影响还在加强。分析员，我们从另一边走。
I'm gonna have to find another spot for myself. The webcam. On another spot, because it's blocking the S energy and the HP. Like, it's not like I'm at half. I'm not even close. Like I'm not gonna die here. It's too easy. Defeat enemies? Yeah, but I'm gonna have to figure that out off stream. Or off in my own time.
目标达成，
Streaming?
与战斗预演一致。
I don't know if I can do streaming yet. I don't know. I don't know if I have the mindset for that yet. Damn, this place looks so fucking good. God damn, man. Oh.
不足为惧，
No, I was...
差一点，我就能完全操控这股力量，对世界进行复写了。
Damn. Hmm.
箭无虚发，不足为惧。
Jeez. You're so easy. You're so easy to use. Once you learn her gameplay, it's very easy. Much easier than Boo Boo's.
分析员，他好像察觉到了，我在抗衡他的影响。我们必须解决这个怪物，突破他的限制。
Judging, it's gonna be easy.
目标达成，与战斗预演一致。
Easy peasy. Hey, you're so powerful. I forgot to check whether she's okay, I gotta remember. Gotta check if she's M5. I'm pretty sure she is. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure she's M5. Has to be.
你才是我命运的唯一道标。
You're so beautiful. Okay. Wild thoughts. Awakened. Let's see. Still got enough presents. Let me see. Beautiful. Oh. It's the first time I'm seeing you like this. Level 80, T1. Okay. Okay, T3. Fair. Okay, so if I mark one target with 4 or more, increases more damage. Jeez. Yep. Yep. Just more damage. Oh my goodness, it's fucking insane. That's just more. That's just a buffed up level of her skill. And just more attack bumps. Beautiful. Oh my god. So powerful. And then, of course, the devs know exactly what substats to put. If they wanted, they could have made all these 10%, plus 10%. But no, they want to humble. Oh, these are nice logistics. The theme is everything. It's all suited theme. Perfect. All perfect. Oh, there's like a like. It's like a like button. Cool. Oh, boo boo, I remember that still.
回头剑。分析员，我准备好了。
I remember that still from fucking Maze of Darkness. Oh, now she can do it at will.
分析员，现在我可以主动使用这份力量，复写部分场景的数据了。虽然数据复写还存在一些限制，但只要灵活使用，就可以轻松通过一些阻碍，包括被他创造出来的敌人，一样可以避开。
Every now. I'm just exploring. I know exactly what to do. It's just look at this place. Gilded. Everything feels so gilded. So perfect. Jeez. Nice. Nothing, no changes there. Okay. Oh, you managed to fire off a shot. Damn it. There's no bird. It's just altering. Okay.
连珠箭雨，不足为惧。
Wait, she can just spam her because of the amount of enemies.
大吉。
Chenshi. Stop it. I really don't wanna. It's entirely doable too. Like I can definitely. No, I can't be so confident. But since this patch is longer, 40 days. What's it called? And more resources given. Pretty sure everyone can get Chenxing and her signature. It's just, but you have to commit every single resource to that endeavor, and I don't want to do that. I'll get Chenxing, but I need to get Cherno's weapon or videos if possible as well. There's no way that you can just keep spamming. Crowd control and single target damage. My goodness. So graceful, so smooth. What's this? What do you want me to do? T? Okay. Okay. That was weird.
奖励？那你可以再靠近我一些吗？
Whoa. What's with the background? And what's with the the crosses in the eyes? I don't know about that. Shoot. It's already 2 a.m. Ain't that some shit? Damn it. Fucking 2 a.m. already. Is this really half? Is this really the halfway mark? Or am I just tripping? Yeah, what the... What's the significance of this change? Oh, Chenxing's... Right, the colors. Chenxing's, warp shift in her reality. So this isn't really the half... No, actually... I think it is the halfway mark, yeah. And 3 story modes, 2 more... Actually, nah, you know what, fuck it. This will be the halfway mark. This might end up being 3 parts. We'll see. Traceless. Okay. Classic still. So it's still changing reality. Now Chenxing's a pro in her reality. Oh! Yeah, let me do that. just wanna fuck him up.
到此为止，不，还
Come
远未结束。
Completely unnecessary, but satisfying.
分析员，我的复写被他的力量干扰了，不过他创造的场景数据一样可以利用，只要多次切换，应该就能突破这个陷阱。
Oh, whoa. Okay, I actually didn't fail that.
不可大意，不足为惧，剑无虚发。
Hey, I kind of fuck with the Chinese voices. They're really nice. Very delicate to the ears. Oh, damn. Damn it.
小心
Oh, I'm getting
没
attacked.
有影响，
Not anymore. Oh,
不足为惧，连珠箭雨。正在换弹。
whoops. Come on.
操作方式，我记得一清二楚。分析员，我对这个世界的影响
What?
变弱了。再往前，似乎就是这份力量可以触及的尽头了。在这底下，到底还藏着什么？天命？不，你才是我命运的唯一道标。
So nice. The bond of tresses, entwined tresses, shared dreams. Okay. This is the halfway mark I set for myself. What is half of... Yeah. What is half of 27? Bring out the calculator. $13. Oh, well, I'm actually more than halfway. It's all good. The story is what makes it long. So, okay. Alright, halfway there. Very cool. It was actually not quite what I expected. When does... Yeah, I wonder how Theta plays into this. I'm gonna have to figure that out tomorrow. Theta and everyone else, based on that trailer where everyone's like running towards her. We'll see. We'll see about that. That was cool. Okay, got those. And yeah, okay. No, I'm not gonna claim those until I'm done. Hopefully I don't accidentally claim them. All right, then. Oh. But I will claim this battle pass. Nice. No. No. No more. No. No. Chad! What are you... What? Indeed. Bro! You guys! Oh my! Yo, chill!
分析员，看这个，这可不是普通的铜钱啊！来，送你，这样不管你在哪儿，我都能找得到啦。
Okay. Honestly, the differentiation between her Japanese voice and this voice, they're quite on par. Right on this really, what's it called? Same energy. I feel it. Same energy. Okay, good. I have to... I'm sorry, I just gotta... Hold on now. You guys have been chatting to each other like this? Okay. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. So, okay, in a week. Boo Boo, where are you? Oh, oh. Just admiring what I've grinded for. Okay. So that was half of Hearts and Harmony. So far, so good. Very... What a start. What a start with the spice and whatnot. There's some spice to it. Very... I'd say... Very calming gameplay. Very calm. Just like this menu in the music. A bit thunderous, but yet there's like a calm storm to it. Yeah. So that was half. It's 2 a.m. So good night, and good night to me, and I shall do the other half tomorrow.